Good afternoon, students. Today I am taking your 11th session on synthetic fibers and plastics. So what did we learn in our 10th session? We have learned about the types of plastics, isn't it? We have two types of plastics based on the heat sensitiveness, that is thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. We learned what do we mean by thermosetting plastics, what do we mean by thermoplastics, how can we differentiate between them, what are the examples, where do we use those different types of plastics. With examples we learned, isn't it? So you know that thermoplastics are heat sensitive, therefore they can be melted and they can be remolded to a new articles, whereas thermosetting plastics are heat resistant, they do not melt, so once molded they cannot be remolded or reused, right? Okay, we also have examples of thermoplastics, that is polythene, polystyrene, polyvinyl chloride, etc. Whereas examples of thermosetting plastics are bakelite and melamine. So uses of thermoplastics like polythene bags, PVC pipes, etc. and use of bakelite. Bakelite is used in saucepan handles. It is used in making switchboards, right? Okay, where do we use melamine? Melamine is used to make dining sets, floor tiles and many cookwares, right? Okay, so these are the uses and uses of different types of plastics. So in today's session we will learn about the characteristics of plastics which has made it so popular. So why it has been so useful, and why are we using plastic to this extent, and how it has replaced many of the metallic and wooden and glass containers or substances, isn't it? Glass articles, I should say. We have rather discussed in the introduction, but still let us list out the properties, right? Okay, coming to the first point of characteristic properties of plastics. First property is that they are non-reactive. So what do we mean by non-reactive? In other words, we can call it as they are non-corrosive. So what do we mean by non-reactive or non-corrosive? I have already told you that they do not react with anything. They don't even react with the atmospheric gases and moisture. Rather, if you know metals react with acids. Therefore, they react with acid, they react with bases. You know, you have learnt a little about acids and bases in your 7th standard, isn't it? You know that acids, all the sour substances contain acids in them, like citric acid present in lemon, right? You have learned some of the examples. When we in 10th standard, when you go to 10th standard, you learn more about it, more in detail. So you know that natural substances like pickles, natural foods like pickles and natural substances like lemon, apple, tomato, etc. These contain acids in them. So you cannot store these substances in a metal containers because they will react and form a poisonous substance which is unfit for consumption, for human consumption. It may cause food poisoning. So this is the reason we opt for plastic instead. So we can even store many of the groceries and food substances in plastic containers, say for a longer duration. It will not react at all. It will be as it is. It will not change its composition. The food will not change its composition. And what else? The second important property is that it acts as an insulator. That is, it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Since it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity, first we'll take up heat. So because it's a bad conductor of heat, we can use it in in utensils used to heat food in microwave, and also to make handles using bakelite plastic. Saucepan handles and cooker handles are made up of bakelite because they are bad conductors of heat. They are heat resistant also, and they do not become hot, right? That's why plastic is a better option. Then it's also a bad conductor of electricity. Therefore, it is used in covering the electric wires and making the switchboards, right? So, this becomes the second property because of which plastic is used in electric switches and wires. The questions related to this would be, that also I am answering along with the characteristics. They might ask why plastics, why food materials are preferably stored in plastic. So, you can say because they are non-corrosive and non-reactive. Why we use plastic overcoating or a coating on electric wires? Why we use switchboards made up of plastics? Because they are bad conductors of heat and electricity would be the answer. Now, okay. Now, hope I was audible all this time. Just a second. Characteristic property of plastic is that they are lightweight. Therefore, you can if you know you can carry water in plastic buckets easily than in a metal bucket, because that becomes very heavy to carry. So, it is always better to use a plastic bucket and plastic mugs. So, they are light, they are durable, so they do not break easily, they long last for a longer duration, they do not form rust. So, it is durable, so last for longer duration, and they are strong, that is they are not easily breakable, Therefore, these are the properties of plastics which make it popular. So, this is why we use plastics to a larger extent. So, based on this we can I want to give you some more important information. Like you might be knowing about Teflon coating, that is non-stick cookwares. So, non-stick cookwares are nothing but on the aluminium utensil a black color Teflon is coated, which is a very famous plastic also. The characteristic property of Teflon is that it does not, oil does not stick to it. So, it can be therefore, it is used in non-stick cookwares. Rather it is not, it is told not to be used, because Teflon coating is a plastic, it is not good to ingest it. So, nowadays I should say try avoiding the use of non-stick cookwares. Okay, Teflon is not good for health. So, that is the basic property, that is Teflon does not stick or does not absorb oil, therefore, it is used in non-stick cookwares. So, some of the uses, important use of certain plastics is, firemen wear a jacket which is made up of melamine, which protects themselves from catching fire. Other important uses like plastics, some kind of plastics, as I told you, it is used in microwave oven, that is also a major use, isn't it? It does not react, neither it melts. So, we can use it in microwave oven also. Other than this, it is used in medical field. So, for a larger extent it is used in medical field. You might have seen syrup bottles made up of plastic, it is unbreakable. A child might just pick it, if it falls it does not break. Also the tablet coverings are made up of plastics. So, that way it is like very useful, plastics are useful in medical field, in cooking or storing the food, and also it is very useful in many making furnitures, making using it, even plastic furnitures are easy to carry than that of metal furnitures, right. So, these are the characteristic properties of plastics which makes it very popular. Thank you. Today this is what we have learned. So, in tomorrow's session I will continue with the harmful effects of plastics. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye.